so that they will just throw away, chase away the rebel moon and his couples here from the America. That was done in 1976.
반 땅에 이런 위세를 어떻게 하느냐는 문제 연구에 대해서 제기되었어요. 지금까지 한 킬로만큼 눈을 크게 뜨고 경악하면서 레브런문은 위대한 사람이라고 그 일에 이름까지 그래가지고 지금 임하게 됐다.
But at the same time, even though America did the very best and opposed, but it failed, then they started wondering how in the world the Rebel Moon, 3 years and a half without learning, without language, was able to put up that big, the world scale rally right here in America, New York and Washington. Then after that, they paid more attention to Rebel Moon. There are the things which America literally needed, America was going to do and they never was able to do and failed to do. Rebel Moon is doing everything which America needs now, and he does it so well, which America needs. So now today, they are giving Father the credit and saying the giant is an indispensable man in America, and so forth and so forth. Now we see, by looking back, that's where Father stayed started, nestled down in East Garden, and then here Belvedere, we started meeting regularly and so forth. Before that, Father did not own a home. Father owned no home in Korea, no Japan, in anywhere on earth. And it's absurd, it's foolish that one has a big trial time ahead of him, but he owns a home and he expands his living. It just is not wise. Then right after that, Father started front to front fighting against Carter, who is bringing peril, danger to this country. And since Carter will place America into direct perishment, therefore Rebel Moon took the side of Reagan. Almost by a miracle, Reagan has been elected, and this is what history already knows. Therefore, they call it. And Carter, trying to term Rebel Moon as a political enemy, tried everything to stop him and to helping President Reagan. So he threatened and brought to the court case in most unusual way, a way of prosecuting, and then threatened to put him in the jail. But Father didn't get afraid of that. He said, "You put me in the jail, now I'll be there." So any persecution would have followed. He didn't even say goodbye to him, and with all the effort and the resources that Rebel Moon put into him to help him, when he left the position, he didn't even say goodbye to him.
그때 레브런은 어느 날 월남에서 참편 미군한될 것이고 어느 날 공산주의가 마음대로 대통령 시대도 약한 넘버가 미국이라고 생각할 수 있는 그런 입장을 비춰가지고 나갈 거예요.
America would not have become degraded as it today. The Vietnam War certainly would not have been a losing war.
이런 한사건만 해도 해라고 레벨을 물과 론해가지고 행동했 때문에 어느 날 세계 공산권을 약 밟을 수 있는 기반을 해버리고 있는 것을 내가 통찰한다.
Even this Korean airline incident, with that there was an opportune time for America. If he consulted Reverend Moon, what shall I do here? Then this would have been a God-given opportunity to trample down on communism. But that opportunity is fast lost by the government today.
한국, 일본, 미국이 이번에 셋이 연결됐다는 사실. 코리안 에어라인 재물로 말미암아
And as a result of that offering, we know that being an offering, because right after that offering, Korea, Japan, Japan and America have come into close unity. As a result of that offering,
차기 대통령이 내부는 얼마나 하느냐 하는 문제에 따라서 미국 대통령 이 리간 행정부의 운명에 달렸다고 보는 거 아니야. 그렇기 때문에 그들은 모르지만 와싱턴 타임을 내려면 내리고 피어린 준비하고 있다는 사실을 하나는 알지만 이 세계 사람 모르고 있다.
the father has been knowing deeply that if the Reagan would work closely with father, depend on him and closely with father, America will have a way out. But if he doesn't, father knows America will be a sure perisher without a chance. That is why father created Washington Times. Of course, God knew this, but no one in America or in the world knew. That is why father is trying to educate,
이제 와서
even still.
지금이 와서 레벨은 나고 있어. 그래서
So by all this time, they begin to see Reverend Moon.
내가 죽기 전에 십자가에 못 박기 전에 미국 국민이 나라를 시작했어.
And it was that before father was crucified on the cross, before he was about to be done, luckily American started knowing what Reverend Moon means in this country.
아메리카의 행정부의 지도층은 이제 이 문제를 좀 삼고 내가 가만히 있더라도 미국 수뇌부가 동원해가지고 전 세계를 뚫어 패서라도 레벨을 승리할 수 있게 하는 것이 이제 최후에 남아진 미국의 임무라고 보는 거야.
So much of the opportunity of mission towards God has wasted away. But now America still do some service to Reverend Moon. Even though it is late, still there are some area American can do. That area is to help Reverend Moon even now in helping America together pull this crisis.
그러시면서 내가 감옥에 들어간 나는 감옥 1년 반에서 나와가지고 나는 미국을 굿바이 하지 않고 미국을 저주하고 떠나야 할 때.
On the contrary, if they put Reverend Moon in the jail, he will be out in 1 year and a half. After that, he will have to say goodbye, forsaking, giving this country up. When he leaves this country, so God will do. Father knows that.
문을 전부 다 대입하고 미국의 국민을 대입하지 마.
That time, all the Moonies of the world may evacuate out of this country, surrounding country.
참한 나라가 될 것이다.
After that, this country will become the most miserable in the world. This is what Father stands here now is. Try your best, America and Americans and all the people of the world. Reverend Moon will here stand and watch.
이게 미국 행정부에 대한 공갈전에 미국 국민에 대한 복수 분투기도 아니다. 이것이 원리로 보는 경우에 미국이 가야 할 길이라고 보기 때문에 얘기하는 거야.
This is not a threat. This is not a retaliation against what injustice America did to Reverend Moon. This is purely the view based on the divine principle, how the world in the future will become.
잘 알았어?
Simple prediction.
우리 간부들 다 알았어?
Now all the 50 state leaders, do you clearly understand in behalf of Americans?
Yes.
선생님은 떠난 데는 말을 잘하는 거야.
This
그래서
is why Father has been saying,
자 그래서
leaving the country so often.
그래서 요때 되기 전에 85년까지 총정을 해가지고 미국 행정부를 준 미국 국민이 수립해가지고 문제가 될 수 있어가지고 레버런 거를 판결을 잘못하더라도 그것을 부정시킬 수 있는 신세력이 가정으로 보는 미국이 살아난다고 보는 거야.
In this up to the time the 1985, during these years, the remaining years, 3 years, even though the government failed to understand and support Reverend Moon, the meaning, then all Americans, by we educating them, telling them how the God's providence is imminent in this country.
그래서
We tell them
이것이 세계
if they
월드 전 세계 통일교회 동부행리 한국으로부터 일본으로부터 미포리 전체가 합해가지고 이 분위기를 만드는데 3년 내는 기간을 주고 있고 내 까먹은 동기대표는 사실 여러분 하시라니까.
must understand clearly this is why Father brought all Japan and Korea and from Germany and all Europe, in fact, all the world, and come to make them come to America and make the people understand during these 2, 3, 4 years.
예수님이 40야가 3일 노동을 거치는 것과 마찬가지 과정이 3년 노동으로 나타날 때니 여기 살아서 이 일을 넘느냐 죽어서 넘느냐 하는 문제가 가르치는 말이에요.
So like Jesus, 3 days, the darkness. Here, we will decide, next 3 years to come, decide whether America, whether we will go beyond this cross or be crucified at the time.
미국 전역에 토일교회 패들이 전부 다 예수님의 죽은 것과 마찬가지로 예수의 자를 내려 3일간 3년 동안 감옥살이고 순환을길을 지옥간 생활해갔다고 하는데 벗어날 수 있는 거예요. 부활의 세상은 나오는 거야.
If we are determined that next 3 years we will simply go to jail, stay there, we will do that if America will live because of that. This is what we have to determine ourselves. Next 3 years. If we do that, then we may go over the cross without being crucified. But if we don't do that, as it is, since if nobody does anything, we will certainly be crucified like Jesus.
이제는 그런 날이 없고 내버려놓는 공산주의를 방어하는데 단 하나의 희망이 미국 국민이 알겠어요.
Now it has become a kind of common knowledge that common people began to come to see that without Reverend Moon, this country is extremely susceptible to communist infiltration, communist occupation, communism taking over this country.
미국의 돌아본 문제, 청산 문제, 교회 몰락을 재성시키고 재부흥하실 수 있고 이런 난 문제를 방해할 수 있는 하나의 분은 레버런드 문을 알기 시작해요.
Now the Americans begin to realize that Reverend Moon is the only person that can put the solution to this drug problems, of youth degradation problems, these most difficult immoral problems, and the drug problems of America. And also fast deterioration of Christian churches.
예수를 죽고 난 후에 예수가 하나님의 아들이요 하나님 보내주는 거라. 안 이스라엘은 안 담아했지만 내가 죽기 전에 이것을 안 된다는 한갓 모든 마음에 천과 같은 희망이 있어야 보는 거야.
The Israelites did not know who Jesus was.
죽을 왜 알았다?
Only after Jesus died they realized who Jesus was. But when they knew it was too late and there was such a darkness and despair among the Israelites, history clearly tells that. Now, before they have a chance to crucify this God Center, if they understand and feel the need of, realize the need of Reverend Moon's real necessity and value and the meaning in this country in this day, then for these 3 years, America will come with him and do something to cope their own problem and enemy. Father feels that this is the most fortunate thing.
행정부의 중요한 일을 알겠지만 국민이 보니 국민을 알아야 책임을 수행함으로만 안팎에 할 수 있는 기반을 잡아가지고 이 난국을 넘어갈 수 있는 길답게 하는 것은 미국에 있어서 위대한 희소식이라는 거예요. 위대한 희소 복음에 대한 사실을 알아야 됩니다. 한때밖에 없는 중요한 시대인 것을 알아야 됩니다.
It is truly a blessing time for America because this knowledge is getting more and more common among the leaders and intellectuals, like government people, the leaders of various fields, walks of life, begin to see this point.
그래야 뭐 하는 거냐? 미국 찾아올 때 기독교 문명권이 여기 어머니하고 레버런을 쫓아내려고 하던 것인데 기독교 문명 중요한 데는 이 미국에서 이제 환영할 수 있는 함성이 나오므로 새로운 세계가 연결된다는 것은 원리적 관에 확실한 사실을 알아야 되겠다.
So instead of,
상관복귀야.
like 1976, they tried to chase them away, not knowing who they are, but now understanding and realizing what they can do for this country and why they're indispensable, Christian churches all stand up and apologize,
American government include American people.
will come to
Welcome, Reverend, please say,
When they welcome Reverend Moon and ask them, beg them to
we
stay here.
need absolutely you. From you will save the communist world. From you will save the problem. Young, moral, destroyed.
When America said that to Reverend Moon and beg them to do this along with them,
이 땅에서부터 가난 복지의 기반이 출발할 수 있기 때문에 3년이라는 타이틀을 걸었다는 사실을 확실히 역사가 이 말을 읽지 않을 것이다.
the history will remember this statement.
야,
If we do this in 3 years to come, make this foundation, make the work for this direction, then the America can be saved. For Christian churches and governments that don't do that,
여러분이 세계에서 돈을 갖다가 여기에 이스트가드를 사고 이 벨벤을 사고 뉴욕타를 사고 미국 행정부에 미국 국민이 이 상가서를 사주면서 제발 여기 계시화해도 내가 이 말이야.
so much effort, so much money, so much everything Reverend Moon earned for the sake of dispensation, Reverend Moon spent here in America. If they beg for Reverend Moon to continue to do that and stay here, then Father has to think twice whether he should accept that apology and stay here or not. Father is in that kind of position now.
I was make that kind of calling in.
That's why Father is put everything into
나는
this.
have that kind of number. Have kind of number. I want help. Saying.
So we would have to
You
know.
cannot do it. Oh, I want to church for 무슨 말 했어?
Do you follow?
갈 거야, 할 거야. 하고 싶은 하고 말고.
So we see our position now clearly. Are we going to go or aren't we going to go? If we want to go, then we can achieve it. We can do it. If you don't want to do it, then you must leave.
이와래 남미의 모든 국가 생들을 미국에서 받지 말고 우리나라 어디서 하냐. 나라가 그래.
There are countries, especially the South American countries. The countries see the meaning of Reverend Moon and say, please come to our country and help and work along with our country.
알겠어?
So we must know what situation we are in, the world is in.
가나안 땅을 먹이고 이스라엘 천국을 먹이고 그것으로 이상적인 하나의 운명적 과정을 가야 할 엄숙한 과정. 전체 동물하지 않고는 가난 먹지 못 가는데 여기에 이것을 막는 사람은 후대 자기 손자들까지 천국에 가가지고 걸린다는 사실을 알아야 돼.
So 3 years of returning to Canaan is the precise course of this. We now have the opportunity to march forward, to go to Canaan. If we don't go to Canaan and enter into Canaan, all of our descendants will have to blame we, the ancestor to them, failing.
모세의 말을 듣지 않는 부모와 그 아들 딸은 막은 거야.
Those who didn't listen to Moses, those parents and children and the family didn't listen to the Moses in the wilderness, perished.
1945년에서부터 1945년에 40년 과정에 3년명이 됐어요.
That from this 3 years,
1945 from that. After World War II, from there. Up to 85, 40 years.
40 years of wilderness.
40 years. All world people. Was difficult situation. Many things, the different change. Everything. 여기에서 모든 것이 보여드는 것 하나의 세계를 시스템하는 사상 통제가 중심입니다. 가난 세계를 넘은 민주 세계나 공산 세계를 넘어갈 수 있는 순간입니다.
So during these 40 years, everything goes to the turmoil, goes to the tribulation. So all areas and all the levels go through this tribulation. Now, our time of wilderness is coming to an end.
여기 피타죠. 어지간히 피타도 말이야. 아이고, 피타 어지간히 구슬 내가 잘 알지. 구라파 챙겨 자기 나라에 구슬 내가 다 잘 알아. 출입하는데 그것이 그들이 똑바른 길을 가리킵니다.
So here the Austrian leader, Peter, Koch, and all the rest of the European, the leaders, they had a busy time schedule. They had a busy timetable to meet in the European country. Father understands very clearly. But what is more important than this crucial moment of the world in America? That is why Father brought them over here and made them work, because in the long run they will make better benefit to their own country working here than they stay in their own home.
구라파 챙겨들 가운데 선생님의 명령을 받고 돌아간 사람이 되는 사실은 부끄러운 사실 아니겠고.
If the European leader did not see this clearly and deeply, and then have left their position here in America without getting the permission of Father, that has really was a short thinking.
후대의 역사의 규탄을 받을 것이다.
And left a
빨리!
stain,
이 지나가자. 빨리! 강제로도 끌어다가 이 싫어. 난 책임만 질 거야. 너는
left a stain in the history of dispensation. So even now, if all the friends around you get together, make a resolution, make a consensus, and ask him to come back and stay with you, even you do by force, in the long run, he will be.
이런 사건인데 무슨 본부가 중요해? 무슨 신문사가 중요해? 무슨 뉴스월드가 필요해? 세계 뭐가 쓰는 탈 건다. 신뢰하는 걸 보면 이 상태가 못된 말에서.
So if this is true in this regard, what is the headquarters of HSA? What is the New York Tribune? What is the office and so and so? This is the most crucial time where we can dispense with everything
어머니
else.
아버지가 자유세계에서 환영을 받느냐 미국 땅에서 기독교 문화에서 환영을 받느냐 하는 여기에 동참의 자리가 얼마나 되어서야 맞습니다.
Have you ever stopped to think that now working one with the parents, how the parents' position in this world be, in this country and world be? If America will welcome the parents, will America will continue to not understand parents, depends on us, and when we work for this cause, how honorable, how most important work of dispensation. More so than getting one or two men.
이것을 알고 참석 못한 사람은 선조로부터 후대로부터 원한이 될 것이잖아. 나는 원한이 된다고 알고 있는 사람이야. 원한이 땅을 통하려고 올 것을 알고 있다.
But understands that anyone or any family that misses this opportunity, once in a lifetime, history time opportunity of this parent's position, and not help in-state parents in this country and on the face of earth, then he will regret. Not only he will regret, cry out all the later for generations, for eternity to come. And this is not certainly a threat, but this is a correct assessment of the world which divine principle direct us. Do you understand?
그래서 오늘날 7,976년을 중성하고 비로소 원래 오는 핍박을 내서 싸워가지고 승리의 만뚝을 받는 날이야. 10월 4일 그래서 만뚝을 받는 날이야.
So this day,
어머니 아버지가 땅 위에 안되는 세상에 창조해가지고 자리 잡기 시작함으로 말미암아 따르던 너희 다른 딸들이 자리 잡을 수 있는 시대가 가까운 거야.
so this day of October the 4th in 1976 was the day. Before that was a persecution, but because of that day, Father for the first time has put the milestone on the face of the earth. From that time on, we become offensive. We become working positively instead of passively persecuting. And that was the first time of the settlement. Because of the true parents' settlement on earth, then the possibility of our hope of our settlement came in sight. This was that day of 1976.
가정으로부터 세계의 세틀멘트가 금년에 터가 세틀멘트.
Therefore, the time has passed. This year, Father has given in the 7 years, the home church is our land of settlement. Father gives us the concept of settlement for the first time.
부모님이 세틀멘트에 세계적 투자할 때 너도 세계적 투자를 해야 된다는 말이야, 알았어?
So our parents, in order to win the settlement, did the worldwide fighting against evil. Likewise, we all, our members, our family, must fight against evil in order for us to make settlement.
옛날에는 방어적인 공격적이야, 공격.
Until that time, until 1976, in no time in the history of Unification Church, we got offensive or we even responded to the offensive or to the persecution. Now, for the first time, we have assumed just rightly aggressive stance.
이제를 걸고 역사적인 모든 해결을 걸고 한 번 싸우면 가는 거야. 알았어?
So in next 3 years
달려간
to
싸움
come,
한꺼번에 막아 한꺼번에.
next 3 years to come, we don't have many wars to fight. If we win this one war, then all the problems will be solved and dissipated.
부모님 왕이 벗어지고 반바람 벗고 춤을 추던 뭘 하더라도
Then after that, hill is surmounted. After we pass on that, then no matter what the Moonies do, they dance all day and all night for year in and year out. Nobody will say anything against us. They will welcome us.
문이 패션 문이 유행시대 온다. 어때?
In fact, soon there will be a Mooney Fashion Day coming. All the world will go after Mooney as a fashion maker. Whatever Mooney do, they will follow.
그래서 어머니한테 가끔 주희 할아버지 경상이 안 들어갔다 잘 입으려면 전부 여자들이 잘 입으라 하기 때문에 그런 선생님이 쭉 보고
So father is watching at the mother as a fashion setter in the future world.
뭐냐면 말이야 오리지널 프레스맨이 오리지널 플러스맨이면 하나님인데 그 오리지널 프레스맨과 오리지널 워맨맨이 하나 돼가지고 사랑의 기반을 예전 동산 세계 기준에서 사탄권에 취소했던 것을 사탄이 싸우는 과정에 단장의 과정에 자리 잡는 날이
So this original man and woman to the original, they hear the plus, will become one and settle down just as if the God's original plan of the creation. While the Satans are all opposing that, but fighting against and winning over the Satan's opposition, when these parents will eternally settle down on earth, that is the day of this victory of heaven.
하나님이 지상에서부터 옛날에는 종적으로 가지고 한적인 활동을 쓰는
When that happens, then God no longer can work only vertically, where He has only limited help and resources. Instead, when God is able to work horizontally, everything we do will become
너희들은
So much easier.
선생님 말대로 명령만 실천을 영계와 선생님이 가르치는 계시를 다 받게 된다고요. 그래서
Do you see?
그냥 기도하지만 됐지만 생활함으로 말미암아 기도하는 이상한 세계로 들어간다.
That means until now we have to really pray deeply and lot before we can get any message, any teaching message from heaven, from spirit world, vertically. But now, since we are in the same realm of life with the true parents, horizontally deployed, therefore whatever Father directs us, whatever Father directs the spirit world and has a plan, through spirit world, each and every one of us can be revealed directly from the spirit world, and we can go on our work. How encouraging that is, how easy it becomes for us to make our best effort. From this time on, it can become, we are in the realm of the horizontal world now. Then where is so-called heaven, we cried out so long? Heaven is right here on earth. Is heaven, not up in the air.
해버리면 이 세계에 땀을 흘리는 기반으로 깨버리지 않다. 그래서
The heaven begins when all this persecution and opposition is won over. When we survive that, then this heaven begins right here on earth.
너도 천국죠. 이 수십 개 민족들만 여기서 네가 힘으로 들어가므로 말미암아 막 반대하는 게 없으므로 모든 핍박을 이긴 자로서 3년 동안에 맺어져 어때?
So what we are here together is so that every people from every country, 80 some hundred countries all around the world, will get together and work like a storm.
Yeah. America is like that kind of country.
America is that.
Many races gathering here. Over 100 more.
Within this,
In this place, we are stored up all over America against us. Finally, they are raised and we are surrounded you. And they've done everything fulfilled.
then our mission, our work will be fulfilled.
After that, you can live.
Then we can live the original way of life.
How about that?
That's
How about
wonderful.
this?
Wonderful.
생각해봐요. 따라서 생각. 선생님이 이런 뜻을 가지고 한다고 생각 못했다.
So Dr. Durst,
저 노아! 이놈의 자식. 이런 뜻을 가지고 선생님이 비단한 걸 몰라서 이놈의 자식아.
Noah, this is Father's beginning. This is Father's outlook of the world. This is Father's situation in which Father is leading the universe.
나는 너를 보스턴을 전부 다 임병하는 날인데 여기 언제 왔어?
Father thought you were in the Boston and having us sweep the Boston
언제 왔어?
dispensational window. When did you come
지금
here?
어디 있어?
Where are you working at?
Working headquarters.
누가 오라고 그랬어?
Who told you to come back to the headquarters and work there?
아?
I've been there since 120 days.
Just 10 days. I didn't say you stay there forever. Who commanded you? Come back to headquarters. 아? 아?
I was asked to work with Reverend Park in education.
Reverend Red doesn't have that kind of authority. 그래, 레브런 관계가 돌아오라고 그래? 레브런 said, please come back to headquarters. Yeah, we need the officers to you as like you are me. Reverend Park said to you?
Yes, yes.
Yes? Yes or no? 그래, yes.
Yes, yeah, I was working in the education department.
Wrong! 무슨 말들겠어?
Dear Father,
너들 일본 사람들을 데리다가 너희들 밥벌이 먹이게 되는 거 아니야?
Father didn't bring Japanese men
I didn't bring Japanese members for your starving.
to make you a living.
Eh?
Father didn't bring them Japanese members to make you a living.
Want to save this country. You are state. 네? 준호해!
Yes, Father. Yes, Father.
Follow them.
Father
You
brought them.
cannot command them. You follow. For the work. 확실하게 그냥
So this point we must
No state leader.
all state leaders.
Did you know that?
Yes, Father.
Today's cast this grading. It's good.
It's a good thing that you decide that way to this good day of the day of God's victory.
모세를 망치는 누가 족장들이 망쳤어.
But Moses was discouraged. Moses was blocked by his successful mission by these tribe chiefs.
아유 지수가
You and the 50 state leaders are like this.
해가지고 먹이 터지도록 경하고 힘을 다해서 끌고 가야 돼. 그래서 해지를 가야 돼.
must play them, you must teach them, like your voice are dying, and no matter what, we must bring them into life, into Canaan.
알겠어 무슨 말이?
Do you understand?
시간 때야. 이제 확실하다. 가스비 천가 대영호 대여프 빅토리아 해븐 무슨 날이야? 역사일에 비로소 이러한 이제 말하는 말이야. 오리지널 플러스 가터고 오리지널 마이너스 카풀이 완전히 하나님의 이상 사랑권 내에 착륙할 수 있는 한 날을 빌어서 땅 위에 세울 수 있는 날이기 때문에 천승리된 날이 되었다는 사실을 알게 되었다고. 그래서
So we must realize this day of victory of heaven is the day when heaven had the minimum, the dot of foundation here on the face of the earth, by which this original God and original two men will get together and realize God's intended the idea of creation. From that day on, from that small foundation on, this become beginning and spread. That is the day of.
알겠어 무슨 말인지?
Do you understand?
Yes,
이것을
Father.
너희들이 3년 후에는 이것을 너희들도 선생님이 일생을 쌓아서 이룬 것 같습니다. 동참해주기 위한 특사의 기간이 3년 노정이라는 걸 알아야. 그래서
So Father wants you to know that all work Father worked for this one day and for this one time now, all his life. The result of all his life, Father, is about to give you, about to let you partake in by working 3 years, your lifetime, which will be matching to the Father's entire lifetime. It is the privilege that we can have.
전세를 벌려서 싸우던 것이 할머니에서 집중시켜서 싸워가지고 너희들이 이걸 다 하는
Until now, Father fought everywhere in the world, Korea, Japan, everywhere in the world. You don't have to go everywhere in the world to fight. Here in America, fight 3 years and will be the same as Father, working all through Father's life. That means God all throughout the history.
미국 국민을 미국 행정처에 내는 얘기지만 뭐 CIA 다 보아서 뒷가슴 듣고 막았으면 내가 선포하지만 그 미국 같은 미국 지도자들이 몰라. 하나님의 뜻을 몰라.
It is relevant.
내부는 말들이야 사탄이지 사탄. 공산주의를 이길 수 있고 이 나라의 폐해와 망해 들어가는 기독교를 제역 중시켜서 세계를 하나님 만들 수 있지. 딴 데는 기억되는 것을 선포하는 거야. 선포하는 거야.
It is a moment
만나서 말고 선포하는 거라 그래.
moment of declaration, proclamation to this country and to the world, no matter who, FBI, CIA, or White House be listening. Take heed, know that America cannot solve their own problems. Without Reverend Moon, America will be able to go nowhere. No other world will have anywhere to go. Reverend Moon knows this clearly. He doesn't say. He knows clearly.
너도 대고 스마트한 문도 너 대고 그 거짓말과 대사들도 타봐.
If they don't have listening eyes, how about you, the Moonies? Be different from the ordinary. Do you think this statement, that if Reverend Moon does not help, America absolutely have no place to go, no way to get out of this, do you believe or don't you believe?
그거 나 필리고 do you know it?
Do you know that or don't you know that?
어떻게?
How do
How
you
can
know?
believe it? How can know it?
Because it saved us. We're here.
지금까지 가르쳐주고 하고 한다는 말이 다 맞았고 선생님이 다 했기 때문에
Because the hundreds of things the Reverend Moon predicted, it all came to be true. With that proof, we know that what Reverend Moon is saying now must also be true in the future.
그래서 이런 미국 국민들을 여러분이 제일 문제라고 하더라도 포텐셜 세컨하지만 말았다.
Even now, when the people say Reverend Moon as the Lord of the Second Advent, the people say, yeah, it's possible, it's potential. They say now.
여러분 해 포텐셜 파워. 자, 그러면 3년 노정 여기 왔을 지금까지 시시하게 짜기 전부터 뭐 찍을 거야? 갈 거야? 뭐 찍을 거야?
So the 3 years which Father Father explained the meaning of the 3 years to come. Are you going to really do with your life and death determination, or just do like we did last year, like we did yesterday, and so on? Just go straggling along. Which one are you going to do it?
Mike,
Do you really mean that?
Yes, Father.
Father first.
Yes, Father.
What?
Life or death?
It's not because Father is short thinking. Father cannot do as much as you do. Father knew that this is the only way.
너들도 마찬가지. 안감을 영원을 두고 하는 거야. 이 딸을 낳쳐 영원을 두고 몇 천만 배 걸려도 못 간다고 말이야. 너도 선생님 가는 거야.
And Father knows that you have no other way to go. If you don't go now, you have to go to in the spirit world, which Father said it takes us.
여기에 이때에 일하려 그냥. 너희 가정이 가질 수 있는 일하려 그래. 일하려.
During these 3 last crucial times,
일하려 그래.
establish all the anecdotes, all that the history, long-lasting the anecdotes and the things which you can talk about in the rest of your life. This thing, the record you establish during this time, will be the public promise between you and we all and our Father.
이렇게 자신만나게 말하는 사람도 앞으로 어떻게 될지 모른다.
And no one ever stand and speak so clearly what is going to happen in near future to come, the long future to come, and so clearly, if you do that, what will happen? What good reward will be happening to you? No one has ever said that so clearly.
오늘 저기 참석한 일반 사람, 여러 사람들은
Father, understand, these words of encouragement truly is the blessing for all those who happen to be participating in today's celebration.
자, 1976년 이상 톨게 박스에 있어서 그렇게
Imagine, do you think Unification Church can be more persecuted than 1976 in the future?
미국이 자유세가 망할 때는 우리들은 그 이상 박스가 있다. 다 뭐가 있더라. 공산당
Only if
추가해 나가야 돼.
we cannot win over communism, or America doesn't do its proper mission, and the communists take over the world, then of course, certainly no communists will ever survive. Period.
너들과 선생님과 같이 형제에 나가서 뭐가
We all will go in a persecuting ground and be shot to death. This is the destiny when communism moves in.
미국만 지킨다는 공산당은 싸움도 안 하고 내가 맞춰.
But so long as America survives in the dispensation, then America doesn't even have to fight against communism. Everyone will take care of it. Single-handed, purely solve the communism problem without even fighting.
청소년 문제 없라고.
And the youth problem, overnight, Reverend Moon can solve it.
브라고 처리 없라고.
Drug problem hardly takes any means at all. It can be instantly solved almost instantly solved. So just listen to Father's words and take Father's words for it, and we go on our goal of establishing parents right here in America. Let the American people know that they need them.
대단하다.
And we, the Father,
다섯을 대단하다.
expect Dr. Song to be brave and audacious.
이런 시대에 태어난 그 자랑의 긍지를 갖는 이야, 비참의 긍지가
Which way are you thinking? Why am I in this situation? In the long eyes of history, do you think this is a moment of a pride, or do you think it is a moment of a misery?
미저리.
Pride!
스피드 오브 미저리.
Pride!
미저리.
Pride!
라이나도 이제 내가 잘 불러와서 아주 못 불러왔어.
And Raina was in Germany and father called him to the United States. Did father do well to call you here or not?
할수 없어 왔죠. 근데 너무 갔나?
You first you were not so excited, were you?
But I was very happy.
유명한 성적판을 가지고 롤도 생각만 모르니까 모른다고 생각합니다.
My father knows no European leader thought the situation that serious. They thought,
너는 말이야 천수인이 뭐이나 할 때도 이거 모르고 있다. 그러니 닥터도스가 내가 물어보면 전부 다 바쁜 거 잘못 모르고 얼마든지 많지 않냐 그 말이야.
when father asked what is the day of victory of heaven means, signifies, then Dr. Durst couldn't give an immediate, clear answer, simple answer.
내가
Therefore,
이걸
there will be many other questions father can ask.
세 번만 물어도 다 성경 모른다. 원리라는